Hello, Faith Leader, and welcome to Breaktime. Today we are in Psalm 10:13 that says, "Why does the wicked man revile God? Why does he say to himself, he won't call me to account?" You know, David's in the midst of this prayer and he's saying, God, why do wicked people, he's trying to gain God's understanding in it. Why do they think that there is no God, that they believe almost that they are God, they revile against God, but why do they even think that they're not going to be held accountable, that there is no account, that in God's eyes, that, you know, there's no existence of themselves in view of God, because in their view, there is no God, and to the place where God is active in their life, that God is participating in their life, that God is understanding and seeing their life. There's none of that going on. And he's asking, why is this happening, God? How can people, the way I understand it is, how can you not look around? How can you, how can we not look around and understand that there is a God? And so I've asked this question, why is there so much evil? Why do people believe for 1 minute that God is not in existence, and that God doesn't care, that God does not love? And I can't help but my heart gets involved in that statement, because I think, what more can I do, God, to pour out your name, to make the gospel known throughout those dark places? And you know, the key word that keeps coming to my mind is the good news, you know, to be these people that are so filled with good news that where there's darkness, it's dispelled, because light, the city on a hill cannot, you know, that we're cities on these hills that our light can't go out. We need to shine. And so I hope and pray that when people become around you, or they come around me, they start questioning God's existence. Not because we're throwing, you know, the Bible at them, or not because we're judging their actions, but because we're good news people, you know, that we're valuing others, we're kind, we're compassionate, you know, we're filled with so much fruit that it pours out everywhere we are. And I hope and pray that through those instances that people will begin to question, just to question, you know, even the evil wickedness of our world will be dispelled. But remember that that the enemy has spoken so many lies and deceit into their mind that they no longer believe. I'm not going to answer David's question, but I'm going to pray it along with David. Why is this existing? You know, why does this wickedness, even in my workplace, exist? It's okay to question. It's okay to bring that before God. It's okay for God to shed some light in that situation for you. And because he hasn't forgotten you. He hasn't forgotten me. He sees the wickedness that's around me. And I'm tempted at times, you know, to just point my finger and yell and scream at the wickedness to go away. And so sometimes I just have to say, God, do you see it? Are you seeing it? You know, I know that you see that what people are trying to do in my own life. Yes, God sees. God understands. He hasn't forgotten. And tomorrow we're going to talk more about how God hasn't forgotten, especially those who are in great need or need him. Have a blessed day. Well, my name is Sabra Dyas, and I'm the founder of Main Street Ministries, and I'm thrilled that you're watching these videos and being a part of allowing Main Street to minister to you. But know today that if you're in one of those places that you could use another listening ear, that you could use some prayer, that you could, you know, maybe you just need someone else's eyes put on your situation, you know, and you want to go to someone who's extremely confidential. That's us. We're here for you. We'll listen. We may not have all the answers, but we can certainly point you in a direction, or maybe see something that you're missing, or maybe have some enlightenment or revelation that maybe God will speak to us. We want you to know that we're here for you.